Hi, I'm Deb Lasanta. We're going all around the town today in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. We are at Copycat Business Systems Incorporated here on Center Street in Pottsville. I'm with the store's owner, John. How are you today, John?
I'm doing great.
That's great. You know, the most important thing about running a business sometimes is the machinery. And you have all the business machines that we need here. And the interesting thing is how much everything has evolved over the years. You have an interesting setup here.
I do actually. This is an example of what a lot of customers have that they're dealing with every day, trying to make work: a separate copy machine, separate laser printer, an older computer, and a scanner, and a fax machine. And you can see it takes up the whole desk.
It really does take up a lot of desk, and it leaves no room for you to work, actually. A lot of this equipment is rather large compared to what's available now. So what is the difference now so that we have, what has changed here?
Well, what has changed is that we have what we call multifunction units, in that it takes all of these devices, combines them basically into one machine, and it does everything plus more than what these machines are capable of doing.
Okay, and so by doing that, we save not only what? We save some space?
We save some space, we save on the cost of toner, save on your time, and I can get into more details there. You save on your electric consumption because now you have one machine as opposed to 5 machines that are plugged into the wall.
When you have some savings like this to show people, this is very, very interesting. Why don't you explain what's here?
Well, basically what this graph is showing is that in paper you can save 30%. And what I mean by that is a lot of times you're getting, with your inbound faxes on a traditional fax machine, they just print out on paper. So if you're getting junk faxes, a lot of different things get printed out that you don't really need. So the newer machines have options that you can actually have the inbound faxes forward to an email address, and then you could choose the ones that you actually want to print out. So you can save some paper that way. As far as time, these smaller machines that replace these slower, older machines can save you 40% just in the literal time it takes to actually do a copy job or a print job. So you have the time savings, you have the space savings of about 75%, because now you only have one device as opposed to 5 or 4, depending on your office. And as far as maintenance, you're saving 80% because now you're only maintaining one machine as opposed to 5 machines. And if your current equipment uses toner, there's a 70% savings. If your equipment uses ink cartridges as in inkjet printers, the savings is actually 90%. So the new machine is only 1/10 the cost of a lot of the equipment that's out there right now.
I think the thing that really impressed me was that electricity. You saved 90% electricity.
Yes, and if you actually look at the actual consumption of your equipment, whether it's in the standby mode or in the actual running mode, because there's different consumptions while it's being used, and you do the calculations, it's actually what it comes out to, that the new machines are 1/10 the cost of the use of electricity as opposed to what these 5 are.
So you do not only have the particular machines, but then you also service them, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, that's really part of the whole picture here. It doesn't really do any good to just sell the equipment and not be able to service it. So we provide a full service coverage on all the machines, and whether it's something that you bring in here or if we do it out in the field for you, because most of our work is actually done out in the field.
So you come out to a business or a residence as well, so it's not only business machines, but you also set up home offices or just little tiny things for people as well to make it more functional, because in this day and age, you know, everything's computerized. So I see also where the computer plays a big part here. So you also sell computers.
We do. We do. Actually, a number of years ago, the computers, or I should say the copiers, got integrated with the computers. So we got into that business as well about 12 years ago, as far as the computer side of it. And all these new machines integrate with computers. And from the scanning standpoint, the printing standpoint, emailing, you know, all that is computer oriented these days. We do have a copy center here as well, besides obviously selling the equipment. So we utilize our own equipment in that part of the business.
And that would save a person a lot, especially if they have a huge job and they don't really do a lot of big jobs every year. They could still take advantage of a nice quality piece of copy, have you do it, and yet they don't have to own the machine, and you're doing all the work.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so you must save a lot of money there as well for them.
We do, and that comes into play especially for the smaller customers who don't have a huge office and they don't have the huge machines with the color capability, and and the speed of the bigger machines that we have here in the copy center. So if they have a smaller machine at home and they can't run 10,000 copies of something off, they can bring it in here, or they could email it to us, to our email address, which is copycenter@copycatbs.com, and we can print out the job, and then they can come pick it up.
Okay, well, what are some of the machines that you do have? I see you have everything lined up here from, is this a copy shredder as well?
Well, actually, this is a shredder. This is a medium-sized shredder. This is a more higher-end shredder. And from here, I have a smaller home-use type fax machine. And then we go up to more of a medium-sized fax machine. This is a smaller size multifunction machine. Yeah, this would be a multifunction in the respect that it does the copying, the printing, the faxing, the scanning. And then this would be another step up for maybe like a smaller business application, like a bank branch or a dentist's office or a doctor's office, something like that. And then these machines here are full-blown color machines. They do everything you can think of doing, from sorting, stapling, double-sided copies. It basically you can give it single-sided originals, and it'll actually make up a booklet. These 4 machines up here are mostly what we use in the copy center, and they're all pretty much higher-end 60 copy a minute machines that we use in the copy center to do our copy jobs.
Okay, now if someone does have an archaic type of copy machine and they feel that maybe they want to step up, do you take trade-ins as well?
We do. Yeah, we look at the age of the machine and how many copies are on it, and we can give a value to it and take it as a trade-in. We do deliver. We deliver anything that we sell, and if you have an old machine that you're trading in, we'll obviously take that away for you as well.
And you did mention service before. When you sell a machine, do you offer a warranty or anything on the machine as well?
Yes, we do service everything. We have service agreements where it can be done on a per-call basis, and we cover absolutely everything in the machine with our service agreements. Some of our competition out there will actually tell you certain things aren't included. We include everything. We believe that if you have a service agreement, it covers everything.
Well, you have some nice setups up here as well on the desk, so why don't we show some of the viewers what your machines looked like before and then what a setup can look like now.
Okay. Well, what you have here is one device that takes the place of all that other equipment we looked at in the back. It does the copying, the faxing, the printing, the scanning. When you talk about copying, it does both sides of the page. It scans both sides of the page and prints on both sides of the page. The faxing is as well. If you have a double-sided document in the past, you had to separate those things and then fax it out. With a machine like this, you just put a double-sided document in and it'll fax both sides all by itself. It does emailing right from the machine, so you can actually take a hard copy of a document, place it in, enter an email address, and it literally goes out. You don't even need a computer hooked up at that time, and it could send out an email.
Amazing.
We provide the whole office solution in that we work on all makes and models. There's a lot of companies out there that only work on specific brands that they sell. But we cover the whole spectrum. We won't pass the buck like sometimes happens in the computer industry where they're blaming it on somebody else. You got to call that company and fix it. Well, when you call us, you're calling one number and we'll solve the whole office solution for you. Okay, what I'm going to show you is the scanning capabilities of the newer machines. You can scan to a folder directly on your computer. You can scan to a iPad or a tablet device or an iPhone. You can also scan to the cloud via Google Cloud or Evernote, and it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Step number 1 is place your original in the document feeder. Step number 2 is go into the scan feature, choose the folder that you'd like it to go to, and hit start. From there it scans it in, full color image, and now we'll go over to the PC and we can take a look at it. Alright, so when you're at the computer that you just scanned to, you open up the folder that the document went to and double click on it. And there you go. There's your full color document. If you're scanning to an iPad, in this case we scanned via Google Cloud. You go into your cloud account, open up the document you scanned, and there it is as well. So anywhere that you need to be and you need your documents, they're right there for you, right off the new machine.